So I've been really fully got a feeling to talk to you about the full moon that's coming up, because changes are afoot all the time in the world, and at the moment there's a lot about people feeling very deeply, very strongly and deeply about changing their sense of self-worth in their life, changing their sense of values. This is because for the first time in 80 years Venus is meeting Uranus in Taurus. Venus is the ruling planet of Taurus, and when it's in its own sign, we have lots of potential to reevaluate everything that we're doing and to give ourselves a new sense of self-worth. Uranus is the planet of awakening, recognizing what we put into the world and what we get back from it, new things, progressing things, evolving. Mercury is also in Taurus, meaning let's think practically about it all. Mercury has just finished its alignment to Neptune, which was a very useful alignment, the sextile of 60 degrees. And that means there's a flow to the thinking, there's a sensitivity to it, an intuition. But the thing that's also been happening over the last few days, and what really counts, is how the Sun, being in Taurus, has been making very good aspects to Saturn and Pluto. There's something very real about what you're doing, something very practical, something very methodical, something very deep and long lasting that you need to make happen in your life, or that you've been making happen, or that you're going to take to recognize yourself for. It's about reevaluating your self-worth. That idea of Venus with Uranus in Taurus. And now we've got the moon has entered Scorpio and we're approaching the full moon. So the peak of the next couple of days is actually tomorrow. We've got two things happening tomorrow, major aspects, on May the 18th, 2019. We've got at 4 p.m. Venus makes this conjunction to Uranus. This sets something in motion. This is the beginning of a new 1-year cycle of personal reevaluation. At 9 p.m. in the evening, the moon will be directly opposite the sun. A time of transformation, a time of change. Are your buttons being pushed? Probably with the moon in Scorpio, because the moon in Scorpio needs to forgive past hurts. It's a very deep water feeling sign. And the moon is not actually very happy when it's in Scorpio. So everyone's feeling intensity, everyone's feeling depth, and everyone's possibly feeling that if they let go of something, of the challenge that they're feeling emotionally, then they'll lighten up somewhat. And that is what this moon opposite the sun is all about. So, there are challenges afoot, and everything's pretty deep, particularly tomorrow, Saturday, May the 18th. But if you get through this weekend, then everything changes, because on May the 21st, which is Tuesday, May the 21st, there's a big, sudden, in the morning, GMT time, in the morning, there'll be a sudden shift and lightness of energy, because the Sun and Mercury both change signs and move into Gemini, which is an air sign of communication, thinking, logic and intelligence. And by 12 noon, they are making an exact conjunction together. This is a very powerful time to make a communication, send emails, make phone calls, say what you want to say, because the lifting up of into air from all the heavy watery earth, which has been deeply feeling things, lifts it up, and that's a really good thing. So if it's a difficult weekend and you feel you can't get all the stuff you want to say out, or maybe it's also can be quite maybe there's too much to deal with Moon in Scorpio, too much depth. Wait until May the 21st on Tuesday and then everything will change. There's a really nice lightening of the mood. And also that on Tuesday is, well, actually the moon goes into Capricorn on Tuesday, but it is in Sagittarius for the weekend for on Sunday and Monday. Tuesday it's gone into Capricorn. But that is, I think, a few minutes on the full moon right now. And all being well, you'll hear more from me soon. So see you soon, world. Thanks for listening.